Okay, so I guess we are live now, and this is for the second time, dear viewers. This is for the second time that we are going live from our Facebook page. And today, again, we have some beautiful people, very, very young and talented people from Hooghly Engineering and Technology College. Right now, I have with me Oindrila Nondi from Electrical Engineering 2017 to 2000. Sorry, it's not 2017, but 2016 to 2020 batch. Again, I have with me Gulam Azrum and Pravesh Kumar Jha, and in just a while, Bishwdeep Bose from Mechanical Engineering Department, the same batch, 2016 to 2020. He will join in just a few minutes. Gulam Azrum is presently working in Cognizant, and Oindrila, she got job offers from IBM. She got job offers from Whitehead Junior and also from Excel Dynamics. But presently, she is working with IBM. And also we have Pravesh Kumar Jha, a student of Civil Engineering Department. He graduated the same year in 2020. He joined HETC in 2016. Very, very talented young guy from Civil Engineering Department. Got three job offers, TCS, and at the same time also got four job offer from JMC India, and also got another job offer from Anza Solutions. So three jobs in a row. All very beautiful people here today. Incredible performance that you people have shown in the last few years. Presently, Bishwdeep is not here, but Bishwdeep Bose from Mechanical Department, he will join in very soon. Wendrila, I would like to start with you that you got job offers from IBM, you got job offers from Whitehead Junior, and also you got job offer from another core company, Excel Dynamics. But now you're working with IBM, one of the leading IT players across the globe. And I guess you worked at Whitehead Junior also. So presently, what is your experience? Like you're working from home for the last 1 year, right from straight away from college, you have joined the corporate sector. So presently, what is your experience? Over to you, Indrila.
Thank you, sir, for the beautiful introduction. So, I would like to start that first, when we started working from home, it sounded like great. We don't have to go somewhere. We will sit in our comfort rooms and we will work. But eventually, it started being a very hectic thing that our house can never be our office. That is very true. Till now, working for 1 hour, 1 year also, like the house is still a house and office will be a office environment only. But again, we cannot forget about the situations. We cannot help it out. So we have to do it currently. Coming to Whitehead Junior, which was my first job, so it will be always be special to me. So that gave me many experiences. Like we had to work on the field for MNCs. Like I interacted with different peoples across the globe, and it was very nice. And from there, I think I also learned many things. So I worked on my accents, the communication skills, which really helped me out to get the other two jobs, Excel Dynamics and IBM. So like when I'm working in IBM also, like I can see, understand many person's language, what they're saying or something. And of course, I enjoy my work. I'm a very work loving person. So to me, work is everything, means pretty everything, I should say. So yes, I am enjoying my work because I know what I'm doing and I love my subject. So that's from my side.
Okay, so that's a great answer. That the office can't be home and the home can't be an office. Okay, that's I think the best one-liner at present. Gulam Azrul. Okay, so Gulam, presently you are working in Cognizant. Now,
Yes.
being a student of mechanical engineering, working in CTS, how much job satisfaction is there?
So it depends upon our mindset basically. Basically, we have always, as a mechanical, we always think that we can't go to IT because it's not our sector. But we know as future depend upon software, and IT sector take mass equipment. So I consulted with my teachers and everything. I consulted with my friends. They told that yeah, IT the sector is a safe place to work on, and I will learn many things. I will develop new skills. So I learned new things. I learned C programming and all. Then I opted for IT. So basically, we as mechanical, many other students in my batch, in our juniors, think that we can't go for IT. But believe me, we can. As a mechanical engineer, so we can. And telling about mechanical engineers, being a mechanical engineer, I can say that mechanical engineers can do anything in any field.
Okay, so that's great that mechanical engineers can do anything. Means you can do anything, and I believe, personally believe, as far as my understanding goes, it's now an interdisciplinary world, and living in this interdisciplinary world, you cannot make any segregation like this, and you cannot be very rigid as well. Like I have studied mechanical engineering, so I'll only be waiting for job offers from the core sector,
Or
because you have to be open in this competitive world. Okay. Pravesh Kumar Jha. So you got an offer from JMC. Now JMC is a very well-known brand. Okay. Now you chose
Yes.
TCS. You chose TCS over. You chose TCS over. There is so much of noise, Pravesh. Okay, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you later. Okay, first fix that issue. Okay, Oindrila, coming back to you once again. Uh, now how did you make this happen? You got 3 jobs in a row. How did you make this happen? What is the essential key to this success? And this is especially for your juniors, those who are pursuing BTech presently, not only in HETC but in other colleges also. So what is that essential key to the success that you have achieved, Oindrila?
Okay, so sir, first of all, starting that I don't think still now that I have achieved success. Success is very different from in everyone's perspective. So, like, I still think that I will walk on. To me, first when I didn't have a job, to get a job was a success. Now, when I have the job, to make my client understand what I am thinking and make them happy is my success. Maybe after that something else will be my success. So success is not a thing which I've achieved. The only thing which I will say that I joined my first job in the month of June. Like in the that is the last month for our BTech. Like we get out in the month of June. Like the final semesters happen. So it's a do and die situation. I will tell that other than if I just take out very beautiful words and I tell that will not be true. That is, first of all, our campusings, the campus which were about to happen, took off their offers because of this COVID situation. Then all the things like changed due to COVID. So you have to get a job. That is the mindset which actually struck me. And whatever you have to do for that, you need to make that happen. So for me, it was a do and die case. You need to get a job because I am not ready to do any higher studies for now. Like my planning is a little bit different, so I need a job for now. For that, maybe I have to do some preparations. And I had a very positive side, which was I already was familiar with the programming language Java. I was very good at it. And from college, we learned about C. So both the programming language really helped me out to get the jobs. And also somewhat I will tell about the communications also. That too helped me out in passing the rounds and getting through.
Okay, so the takeaway from this answer, my dear juniors, my dear students, the takeaway from this answer is you have to be good in programming language, as cited by Oindrila, that she was good in Java, and then she mastered C programming language while pursuing BTech in HETC. So you have to be good. You have to master the skills of programming if you want to join the IT industry, and definitely the IT industry, which offers the maximum jobs in this present scenario. Now I'll get back to Pravesh once again. I'll get back to Pravesh. Pravesh, the question was, you opted TCS over JMC. Now JMC India is a big name as far as the infrastructure industry is concerned. So why this decision? ऐसा decision क्यों लिया था? Means जेएमसी का कोर जॉब छोड़ के टीसीएस में जाना, ये डिसीजन, और क्यों, और मींस हाउ डिफिकल्ट इट वाज?
सर दोनों तो अपने अपने जगह पे बढ़िया ही है ना। लेकिन सर ऐसा है कि जैसे जेएमसी और टीसीएस दोनों अपने एक आपको कोर में बढ़िया है और दूसरा आपको आईटी सेक्टर का एक बड़ा इंडस्ट्री है। लेकिन कभी-कभी ऐसा है कि उस टाइम में सर पैंडेमिक चल रहा था और आईटी सेक्टर का बूम था। देयर वाज़ अ बूम इन आईटी सेक्टर व्हिच वाज़ वेरी मच what kind of say beneficial for everyone to join it, as there was huge vacancy in the IT sector. मतलब each and every company from TCS to Accenture, Wipro, IBM, and every other. Does it sound beneficial for me to have myself in the IT sector in the long run, sir? And sometimes, sir, it
Okay.
also takes about, sir, it also depends on someone that needs a home posting, sir. In civil, you'll have to travel a lot throughout India, and sometimes it is such that if you will get a IT job, they are present in pan India, and so you can get a posting wherever you like. The thing is that.
Okay, so the basically you don't want to get away, means from the metropolitan cities. You don't want to go to the remote areas. Okay, yeah, and this issue of relocation, you wanted to avoid relocation. Anyway, that's your personal choice, and definitely that must be respected. That's your personal choice that you don't want to get relocated. But there are people, those who want to face this kind of challenges, and they will definitely. I guess many of your friends are working in the core sector, and they're doing very well. Okay, I'll get back to Gulam once again. Gulam, I was just talking to you before this live session. You say like now you need to work around 12 to 14 hours. You're working from home, but it is sometimes very hectic. Like when you work for more than 12 to 14 hours. So how do you manage this working for 12, 14 hours, even beyond that at times? Over to you, Gulam.
See, actually, we all in a workplace. So at the end of time, we always have to give some extra time to the work because it is for our own betterment. Because will get to learn, and we have just started our career. So we like my senior tell me like जितना टाइम दोगे उतना सीखोगे और उतना फ्यूचर में बेनिफिट होगा. This is his quotation to me every day. So I struggle basically after working for 12 hours. I struggle a lot, like back pain and after sitting for so long. But there is only one relief that at the end of the time I will reach a position where I can be successful. I can claim myself that I have reached a certain position, starting from very junior. And for my time, go for football. I go to meet my friends in weekend. So एक चीज हम लोग समझना होगा कि हम लोग को अगर कुछ फ्यूचर में पाना है तो हम लोग को पहले थोड़ा टाइम देना होगा, कुछ पहले हम लोग को कुछ मेहनत ज्यादा करना होगा. सो दिस इज आई वांट टू से अबाउट दिस.
Okay, got it. So you mean to say that if you want to make it large, if you want to achieve that desired target, then definitely at the beginning of your career, you have to be very hardworking. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Now let us have a discussion on a much lighter note. We are getting very serious. Okay, Oindrila, college চারটে বছর অনেক moments. Okay, so the best moment of your life during your 4 years in HETC, 4 বছর লাস্টের দিকে 2-3 months ওইটা তো প্যান্ডেমিকের জন্য মার্চ 2020 অনওয়ার্ডস তখন আর কলেজে ক্লাস হয়নি, অনলাইন ক্লাসেসে আমরা শিফট করে গেছিলাম, বাট তার আগে যে ম্যাক্সিমাম টাইমটা কলেজে কাটিয়েছো তার মধ্যে কিছু নিশ্চয়ই মনে পড়ে, অবভিয়াসলি খুব বেশি দিন হয়নি, তো বেস্ট মোমেন্টস গুলোর মধ্যে যদি দু একটা ইফ ইউ শেয়ার ইট উইথ ইওর ফ্রেন্ডস, উইথ আওয়ার ভিউয়ার্স টুডে.
ওকে, তো বেস্ট মোমেন্ট বলতে সেরকম ভাবে আমি একটা দুটো মোমেন্টকে তুলে ধরতে পারবো না. আমার বাড়ি হাওড়াতে আর আমাদের কলেজ হচ্ছে হুগলি. সো ইটস আ ট্রাভেল অফ 1 hour ইন দ্য ট্রেন. আমরা 1 ঘন্টা ট্রেনে ট্রাভেল করতাম. আর কি হতো না, প্রথম দিকে সবকিছু ঠিকঠাক থাকতো, তারপরে যখন আস্তে আস্তে প্রেশার বাড়তে থাকে তখন অ্যাসাইনমেন্টস, প্রজেক্ট ফাইলস কমপ্লিট করার জন্য আমরা অনেক সময় করতাম কি, ট্রেনে উঠে বোর্ড নিয়ে লিখতে শুরু করতাম. ওখানে ট্রেনে বসে বসে আমরা ল্যাব ফাইল শেষ করতাম. তো এটা একটা মানে সব বন্ধুরা মিলে, এটা সবার একই কাজ, জায়গাটা আছে তো, চল চল আমরা বসে লিখতে শুরু করি. এটা হচ্ছে কলেজ যাওয়ার সময়. তারপর কলেজে গিয়ে ঠিক টাইমে ক্লাসে ঢোকা, না হলে দেরি হয়ে গেলে স্যার ম্যামরা রাগ করবে, তো তার জন্য ঢোকা ক্লাসে. তারপর ক্লাসে একসঙ্গে এই বেঞ্চটাতে বসবো, এখানে ফ্যান আছে ওখানে ফ্যান নেই, এইসব করে মানে বেঞ্চ টেস্ট ডিসাইড হলো, বসা হলো. তারপর আমাদের ফ্যাকাল্টিজ আমি বলবো যে 1-2 মাস কলেজ করার পরেই অনেকজন আমাদের অনেক ভালো সম্পর্ক হয়েছিল তাদের সাথে, ওনাদের সাথে। তো সেই মোমেন্টস গুলো টিচারদের সাথে তাদের সঙ্গে ল্যাব করা, ইভেন আমার কাছে প্র্যাকটিক্যালস গুলো বেশি মানে মেমোরেবল ছিল বা বেশি ভালো ছিল, বেশি ভালো লাগতো প্র্যাকটিক্যালস। আর ইলেকট্রিক্যালের সব বেশিরভাগই আমাদের ছিল দাঁড়িয়ে থাকা প্র্যাকটিক্যালস, মানে মেকানিক্যালও জানবে বা সিভিল, আমাদের কোর ফিল্ড মানে হচ্ছে বেশিরভাগ প্র্যাকটিক্যাল সেরকম নেই, মেশিনে এখান থেকে ওখানে যাও, এটা নিয়ে এসো ওটা নিয়ে এসো, এইসব করে আমাদের প্র্যাকটিক্যালস হতো। আর একটা প্র্যাকটিক্যাল যেটা আপনাকে আমি সেশন শুরু হওয়ার আগেও বলছিলাম, যে ফিজিক্স ল্যাব, এটা আমাদের কাছে একটা অন্যরকম একটা এনভায়রনমেন্ট ছিল। ফিজিক্স ল্যাব বলতে আমি মনে হয় এখন ফার্স্ট ইয়ারে যারা আছে বা এখন সেকেন্ড ইয়ারে যারা আছে তারা সেভাবে জিনিসটাকে বুঝতেই পারলো না যে আমাদের কাছে ফিজিক্স ল্যাবটা কি ছিল। যখন ঢুকতাম ফিজিক্স ল্যাবে তখন মনে হতো যে দুনিয়া থেকে কোথাও বাইরে চলে এসেছি, দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড অফ পারফেকশন। ফিজিক্স ল্যাবে সবাই সবকিছু জানে, আগের দিন কি করেছি, আজকে কি করব, কি করে হবে, এভরিথিং ইন ইটস প্লেস। আমি বলবো যে আমার কাছে ফিজিক্স ল্যাবটা একটা নন ডিপার্টমেন্টাল ল্যাব হয়ে একটা খুব সুন্দর একটা অভিজ্ঞতা। আর যেটা আমি সবসময় বলতাম, কলেজে বলতাম যে আপনার ইংলিশ ল্যাবটা আমার মনে হতো যদি 4 বছরই আমাদের হতো সেটা, তাহলে আমাদের জন্য অনেক বেশি বেনিফিশিয়াল হতো, আমরা অনেক এনজয় করতাম সেটা। আমাদের এটা ইংলিশ ল্যাব আমাদের শুধু ফার্স্ট ইয়ারে ছিল। তো দিস ওয়্যার দি মোমেন্টস।
Okay, Oindrila. Okay, there are too many takeaway points from your answer. Number one is whether I don't know whether I'll take it as a compliment or not. You said ট্রেনে বসে লিখতে হতো এতটাই, তো এটা একটা হতে পারে যে ইটস আ হাইট অফ ডিসিপ্লিন, যে হাইট অফ পারফেকশন, যে এতটাই আমাদের সিরিয়াস স্টুডেন্টসরা, তো এটা এভাবে দেখা যেতে পারে। দ্য আদার ওয়ে রাউন্ড ইজ কলেজ কি কঠিন, সে একটা গান আছে চন্দ্রবিন্দুর, অঙ্ক কি কঠিন, কলেজ কি কঠিন, বিটেক কি কঠিন, যে ট্রেনের কম্পার্টমেন্টে বসে তাস খেলা হয় জানি, কিন্তু কম্পার্টমেন্টে বসে অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট লিখতে হচ্ছে। সো দিস ইজ সামথিং ক্রেজি। আর ফিজিক্স ডিপার্টমেন্ট ডেফিনেটলি আমার মনে হয় যে ফিজিক্স ডিপার্টমেন্টের ফ্যাকাল্টি মেম্বার্স তারাও দেখছেন, আমাদের টেকনিক্যাল অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট সৌরভ, এসআরসি স্যার, পিআরজি স্যার, এরাও দেখছেন, প্রীতম আছে, ওরা সবাই দেখছে। So ওরাও কিছুটা and the most unfortunate part is that beautiful department of physics. We have lost Dr. Abir Bandyopadhyay, who was really a genius, and he is no more with us. So anyway, Bishwadeep has joined in. Okay, Bishwadeep has joined in, and let me just rectify one point, Oindrila. You had language lab in second year as well, in the third sem. Okay, একটু ভুল হয়ে গেছে। Okay, অনেক দিন হতেই পারে, এতগুলো সাবজেক্টস পড়লে হয়, but really I take it as an honor that language lab is required in all the 4 years. Yes, definitely that is required to enhance the communication skills. I think the Macau University should look after this. Okay, Bishwadeep, thank you for joining in. I know that you have struggled a lot.
Sorry, sir, for being late.
So anyway, Bishwadeep, there is an echo from your side. There's an echo from your side. If you can just fix it.
Hello?
Can you
Hello,
hear me? Can
am
you
I?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, anyway, Bishwadeep, I would just like to ask you one thing, that right now you have joined in from I think you were in your shift, and directly you have joined in. So, and that is getting reflected on your face as well. You are very tired, I think. Sorry for that. But anyway, Bishwadeep, you are the only one in this panel who works in person. I mean to say, you are not working in the virtual space. And Bishwadeep is a part of Indian Oil Tanking, IOT. It's a big name in the core sector. First, let us understand what your company is all about and what job do you do actually, Bishwadeep. Over to you.
Okay. So basically, IoT is in the terminal business. So terminaling is, as we know it, it serves as a bridge between the refinery and the retail outlet, that is the petrol pump as we know it. So basically, refinery supplies us the finished product, that is the petrol, diesel, kerosene, ATF, FO, and we store them in our tanks, and then we further dispatch it to various retail outlets. Now I am in Raipur right now. So this is my second location. My first location was in Vadodara, that is in Gujarat. So right now, my main job is to my department is operations right now. So I need to make sure that the operation chain or the supply chain doesn't get affected. uh, IoT here in Chhattisgarh supplies all of the BPCL retail outlets and as well as Indian Oil retail outlets. So we are receiving products from Paradip. That is, we have around 450-kilometer cross-country pipeline coming all the way from Paradip refinery, and then we are storing them in our tanks and dispatching them in tank trucks. Also, we are dispatching diesel, petrol, kerosene in tank wagon, that is the goods train. So we have to load them in very few hours. That is, we only get 5 hours to load a whole wagon of whole rake of 50 wagons. So you have to be very active, and you have to like you have to know how to manage time and workmen so that you don't get a huge fine if we don't dispatch the whole wagon within 5 hours. The railways will put a heavy fine on us, so we have to race against the clock to make sure that we don't get delayed. So this was a brief
Okay.
introduction.
Bishadip, I would also like to know from one thing. Okay, there is an echo from my side, I guess. Okay, Bishadip, I'd just like to know one thing from you. Uh, you are working in IoT, Indian Oil Tanking core sector. Your elder sister is also working in IoT, and she was also a student of our college. Okay, so this is a great thing. Like elder sister, younger brother, both graduating from the same college, same trade, mechanical engineering, and working in the same company. Okay, and I guess both of you got placed from the campus only. It was on campus, I guess, for both of you. So, are you satisfied, means with your job? When most of the people are working in the IT sector, you work in person in this COVID situation. Uh, how much you are satisfied with this, and how challenging is this? Vishnu? Just a minute, I'll just unmute you. Okay, carry on.
Yes, sir, I'm very satisfied with my job because uh, the some of the theories we used to read in our books, in that is in fluid mechanics, so we get to see them in our daily job. Like, just as I said earlier, that we have to unload a whole rake of 50 wagons. So we have to operate centrifugal pumps having a flow rate of around 315 kl per hour. So we used to have numericals like this. So at what discharge pressure will you operate a pump so that you get a maximum flow into the tank? The tank is also having a particular head. So you have to like apply all the concepts that we read during the last 4 years into the field.
Okay, thank you, Vishwadip. Thank you. Okay, just mute, let me mute. Okay, okay, Vishwadip, you have given a means an overview of your job profile and your company as well, and it's great to see that not only students are getting placed, but at the same time they are having a job satisfaction, which is very important. Whatever job you do in life, you need to be satisfied. That is very obvious. So now, as we can see, we have got comments. And dear viewers, if you have comment, if you have something to say, if you have any questions to our super achievers, then please feel free to make comment in the chat section. We will take up the significant questions and get answers from the super achievers. So a live session with the super achievers. This is episode 2. We'll come up with another episode the very next week, the same time, from 7 p.m. onwards, the next week, that is Saturday, the next week. Anyway, Pravesh, I would like to know from your side that I guess you are from Bihar, right?
हाँ सर, yes sir.
Okay, and you opted HETC. What was the means? I guess you opted HETC through the WBJE counseling, I guess. So
Yes
when
sir.
you opted, yeah, WBJE counseling, of course. And what was the uh, plan actually behind choosing civil engineering, and that too in HETC? What was the plan behind this?
Sir, the main thing is, sir, my father has been posted in Lilua, sir, in Howrah district. So he has been residing in Howrah since 2001, and I have also been residing in the same place. So thus I opted for WBJE and ranked, and I got a near college. The thing was that, sir, in Lilua we have MCKV Institute of Technology, but it does not have a civil engineering branch. Thus I liked civil engineering from the depth of my heart. So I chose the nearest college, that is HETC. I also heard about it that it is one of the best college along with Meghnad Shaha, and along with Meghnad Shaha, JU and HETC. They are good at civil engineering. Thus I chose the nearest one.
Yeah, so Pravesh, and let me take this opportunity to express that when most of the colleges are actually not being able to fill up the seats of civil engineering, even today, HETC can really brag about one thing, that is, we always have full strength in civil engineering. Even today, lots of students, they don't get a chance to get their admission in the civil engineering department because the capacity is only 60. Okay. Anyway, Pravesh, and also I would like to know one thing from you. Not anything related to career or anything related to your studies, but any one thing that you miss the most in HETC. सबसे ज्यादा क्या मिस करते हो HETC क्योंकि अभी तो एक साल से ज्यादा हो गया. सबसे ज्यादा क्या मिस करते हो?
सर सबसे ज्यादा सर फैमिलियरिटी सर. वो सिविल इंजीनियरिंग डिपार्टमेंट ही नहीं सर, वैसे हर एक डिपार्टमेंट पर सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में जो सर वो आपको एचओडी से लेकर के और आपको लैब असिस्टेंट तक का जो एक स्नेह रहता था स्टूडेंट के प्रति, ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि बस सिलेबस कंप्लीट करना है और मार्क्स पाना है. आप कभी भी जाइए लैब में, किसी भी टीचर से, आप जो भी असिस्टेंट है उनसे लेकर के, और मतलब सर बहुत वाले जैसे आप जेबी सर, टीजी सर, इन लोगों को बहुत मिस करते हैं सर. जो टीचर फैकल्टी सिविल इंजीनियरिंग की बहुत ही हेल्पफुल.
Yeah. Okay, very good. So I think your teachers are watching this session as well. Gulam, so the same question. The means the thing that you miss the most in HETC.
सर
Okay.
ऐसे
Not see, I'm not asking about HETC, the campus only. Like as Oendrila said, like coming down to the campus every day and getting back to your place. So this entire journey of 4 years, okay, what do you miss the most? I'm not asking about the college infrastructure and all only. Means your college life, whatever you've enjoyed. Now, out of that, the thing that you miss the most, actually. Over to you, Gulam.
सर ऐसे तो बहुत कुछ है, लेकिन 3 चीज़ था अभी भी जो हम लोग मिस करते हैं. पहला तो मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर. तो हम लोग का बॉन्डिंग, हम लोग फ्रेंड्स ने पूरा बैच में ऐसा था कि हम लोग ऐसा कोई काम नहीं है जो हम लोग कुछ किए नहीं होगा, ऐसा कॉलेज में बचा नहीं होगा. तो हम लोग का वो बॉन्डिंग आता था, वो बॉन्डिंग मिस करते हैं. फिर वो ट्रेन का जर्नी, हम रहते सर बैरकपुर और हम लोग को आना पड़ता था हुगली. इतना बड़ा जर्नी कवर करने में हम लोग कम से कम 1.5 घंटा लगता था. तो वो जर्नी सर, भले पहले लगता था कि बहुत हेक्टिक जर्नी है, बहुत नहीं जाएंगे आज कॉलेज, काश इतना बड़ा इतना दूर नहीं होता, बट आज वही लगता है कि काश एक और बार जा पाए, काश हम लोग एक और बार ट्रेन में सफर करके उतना दूर जाए, कॉलेज करे फिर वापस आए. तो वो ट्रेन का अवस्था, वो ट्रेन का टाइमिंग भी ऐसा था कि कभी 2-3 घंटा ट्रेन रहता ही नहीं था. तो मुझे हम लोग को कॉलेज में 2-3 घंटा एक्स्ट्रा रहना पड़ता था. अगर कॉलेज हम लोग 4 बजे खत्म हो गया है तो 6 बजे ट्रेन है, तो 6 बजे वाला ट्रेन पकड़ना पड़ता था. तो वो कॉलेज का वो चीज़ पहले लगता था कि क्या यार ट्रेन नहीं है, अब कैसे घर जाएंगे, लेकिन अब लगता है कि ये सब चीज़ वापस जीना है. फिर और एक था हम लोग का फेस्ट होता था, 4th ईयर का फेस्ट, तो हम लोग बहुत अच्छे से मनाए. वो वाला फेस्ट मुझे अभी तक याद है. और हम लोग आई थिंक यहाँ जितना लोग हैं, हम लोग बैच था 2016 2020 का, सब लोग यही मिस करता होगा कि वो पल हम लोग वापस आ जाए, वो चीज़ हम लोग जो इतना एंजॉयमेंट किया है, ये सब सब वापस आ जाए. ये चीज़ हम बहुत ज़्यादा मिस करते हैं.
Okay, so yeah, definitely this 4 years of college life, okay, that never comes back. Actually, the same thing happens with us as well. When we recall our college days or our university days, okay, it's full of nostalgia. It's always, and nostalgia will always be there. Okay, every time when you people used to organize the freshers welcome, or say the teachers day, or say the cultural fest, there was a kind of excitement which I feel really that we are missing for the last 1 year. And we all pray to the Almighty that things get better and everything gets normalized. Oindrila, okay, now uh, as a student of electrical engineering, you have studied so many subjects, okay, and you have attended so many laboratories, also lab sessions, also. The most important or most significant lab as far as electrical engineering is concerned, according to you, which do you think the most important lab session? Okay, or you can also say like this was my favorite. I don't know whether it was important or not, but that was my favorite. Okay, so your favorite lab session, Indra?
Okay, so lab sessions, we cannot identify that which one was more good. Like from starting with the basic lab, where we learned many things, we enjoyed also. And my favorite subject was actually control system. So, of course, I love the lab of control system, also the practicals of control system. Other than that, power system, followed by power system and power electronics, which was mainly in third and fourth year. And I think this control system, power system, and power electronics, three are very important subject with basics for electrical. Like without basics, we cannot do anything. So everything is based on that only.
Okay, got it. There is a question for Bishwadip. The question is from Bishwajit Kundu. Bishwajit is a student of Civil Engineering Department, third year. Presently is pursuing his sixth sem. Question for Bishwadip. Kindly share your experiences regarding the interview round at AOT. Very, very important and vital question. So, how was your experience of interview?
Okay, so coming into the interview round, so basically IIT conducts three rounds. That is the APT and the technical online test, and then the GD, and then the technical interview round. So in our case, the GD didn't happen because of some time constraints. So at first, on the very first day, we had written test regarding technical and some apti, and the very next day we had our interview round. So the interview round was very good because my strategy was like I will take the interview into my comfort zone, and my comfort zone was aviations. And in my resume I actually wrote about the hobbies. So the interviewer asked me about aviation, and I convinced him that I had a interest, and I really had an interest in aviation. So he asked me various questions about aviation. So what I actually believe that these convinced him that yeah, he has some knowledge about what topic he is actually passionate about. And then he asked me about the various technical subjects. That is, he gave me to choose what was my favorite subject for the last 4 years, and I didn't have any particular favorite subject, so I asked him that he can ask me from many subjects. So he basically asked me from fluid mechanics at first, then it was followed by thermodynamics. uh, See, what I felt that you have to convince the interviewer that all the basics that you have learned over the last few years are clear to you. Otherwise, they will get like you haven't read correctly, and
Okay, I got your
also
point. I got your point, Bishwajit. Okay, so please mute your microphone, Bishwadeep, once for a while. Bishwadeep, yes, that's very important. That you have to know the fundamentals of the subjects that you mentioned in your resume. That is very very important. Okay, because if you're unable to answer the fundamental questions, then that makes a very bad impression. Then the interview doesn't continue for long. Okay, Gulam, I would like to ask you the same question. Means, you as a student of mechanical engineering, how difficult it was for you to convince the interviewer that yes, you can also become a good programmer, you can also write good codes. Okay, so how difficult what was it for you, Gulam? Over to you.
So before going for the interview, I consulted with my teacher at DB sir. I talked to my friends even. So my friends taught me some programming languages and all. So that I can tackle the interview. But when I failed the interview, I saw that they want to know which what subject I like, what is my strength. So basically, when my interview started, so they asked me a couple of very easy programming codes and all, but after two or three questions they started asking about my core subject, what is my strength. So like Vishwadit said, I also gave them an as per a challenge. I guess I should have told that it is my favorite subject, but I didn't had any favorite subject. So I gave them that they can ask question for me anywhere, and to my surprise, they asked question from petrol and automobile. So I studied that one for IOTL basically, and that helped me here. So so they ask question from core industries. So I want to say that we need to know our subjects, we need to focus on our subject, because they want to see what to say, how much we know our subject. मीन हम लोग बेसिक क्लियर होना चाहिए. अगर बेसिक क्लियर होगा तो हम लोग आईटी में इंटरव्यू दे या कोर में इंटरव्यू दे, हम इंटरव्यू यही देखता है, इंटरव्यू यही देखता है कि हम लोग का कितना, हम लोग ग्रास्पिंग नॉलेज अच्छा है, हम लोग कितना मेहनत कर सकते हैं. तो
Take it. Okay, I got your point. Basically, what you mean to say is that, or the bottom line is, whatever be your discipline, be it civil, be it mechanical, whatever be your discipline, if you're going for IT interviews, then first you must get your subjects clarified. First, you must have a good command on your subjects, because the interviewer is first going to check out skills from your subjects only. Because as a mechanical engineer, if you don't know your subjects, that will make a very bad impression that इस बंदा को तो मैकेनिकल का सब्जेक्ट्स ही नहीं आते, वो कोड कैसे लिखेगा. Okay, I think you're trying to say something like this. Okay,
yes.
Anyway, okay, Pravesh, you faced 3 interviews. Okay, right, you faced 3 interviews. I guess you faced more than 3 interviews. You bought 3 jobs. I guess you faced more than 3 interviews. Which one was the most difficult one? सबसे difficult interview कौन सा interview सबसे difficult था? TCS, Anza Solutions और JMC, इन तीनों में से कौन सा इंटरव्यू सबसे डिफिकल्ट था?
सर जेएमसी, सर जेएमसी वाला, सर जेएमसी में जो टीचर थे वो डिफिकल्ट नहीं था सर, वो थोड़ा कंफ्यूज करने का बार बार प्रयास कर रहे थे. मतलब जो भी हम आंसर देते थे वो बोलते थे कि नहीं ऐसा थोड़ा ही है, तो तुम पढ़े ही नहीं हो कुछ. तो बस यही था कि हम थोड़ा सा स्ट्रिक्ट रहे, मतलब आपको पता था, थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस थे कि नहीं वही होगा, है ना. ये थोड़ा सा मेरे को चेक कर रहे हैं, हमको ऐसा लगा कि भाई मेरे को चेक कर रहे हैं. तो वो 2-4 बार ऐसे कंफ्यूज किए थे. बाद में थोड़ा सा नर्वसनेस भी हुआ था कि क्या पता कहीं सच में तो पूरा गलत ही नहीं बोलते जा रहे हैं ना. लेकिन बाद में वो समझ में आ गया कि वो लोग सेटिस्फाइड है मेरे आंसर से.
Okay, so this is also something to be learned from this statement. Like we always say the same thing in the language lab also, that during interviews there is a portion, or there is a section called stress interview. Okay, where they deliberately put stress on the interviewee, and they like to check out that how do you manage that stress, okay, or how do you manage that pressure. Okay, I hope that you were successful enough to handle that stress or pressure, and that is why today you are placed, okay, in all the 3 companies, but definitely you're working in TCS. Okay, ঐন্দ্রিলা, তো আজকের এই ডিসকাশন আমরা প্রায় শেষের দিকে চলে এসেছি. তো এই যে একটা সিচুয়েশনের মধ্যে দিয়ে আমরা যাচ্ছি, এটা তো একটা খুব ডিফিকাল্ট সিচুয়েশনের মধ্যে দিয়ে আমরা যাচ্ছি, মানে একটা গ্লোবাল প্যান্ডেমিক সিচুয়েশন। আমাদের যারা স্টুডেন্টস তারাও খুব কনফিউজড। ওকে, however let me share one information with you that our students of 2021 pass out batch, they are also doing very well, just like your batch from 2020 also. I guess most of the students, okay, they got at least one job offers, okay, as you can say from mechanical engineering Gulam, okay. Many of your friends are today placed, okay, from the 2020 batch, okay, and that too in the core sector, okay, which is really incredible in this situation. সো আমরা এই যে একটা খারাপ সময়ের মধ্যে দিয়ে যাচ্ছি, সবকিছু একটা 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 ক্লস্ট্রোফোবিক সিচুয়েশন। সো হোয়াট উইল বি ইয়োর সাজেশন টু your juniors, those who are now pursuing BTech in the second or third year? What will be your suggestion, Oindrila? কি বলতে চাইবে তাদেরকে যে ঠিক কিভাবে ফোকাস থাকবে, নাম্বার ওয়ান। আর নাম্বার টু হচ্ছে যে ইন জেনারেল কিভাবে প্রিপেয়ার করবে? আমি স্পেসিফিক্যালি আইটি বা কোড নয় বা কোনো গভর্নমেন্ট জবস নয়, ইন জেনারেল ফার্স্ট স্টেপ অফ প্রিপারেশন কি হওয়া উচিত?
Okay. তো এই সিচুয়েশনে এমনি মানে আমরা প্রত্যেকদিন বেরোতাম, অনেকজন মানুষের সঙ্গে কথা হতো, দেখা হতো, সেখান থেকে পুরোপুরি একটা আইসোলেশনে চলে যাওয়ার মানে হচ্ছে অনেক মন খারাপ, মানে আমাদেরও হয়, সেটা কাজ করলেও দিনের শেষে মনে হয় ভালো লাগছে না, ঘুম থেকে উঠে মনে হয় ভালো লাগছে না, বাড়ির থেকে বাইরে যেতে পারলে ভালো হয়। তো এটা আমার মনে হয় যে সবারই এই সিচুয়েশন আসছে। তো ফার্স্ট অফ অল প্রথমে যে ভুলটা অনেকজনই করে আমার মনে হয় সেটা হচ্ছে সবার সাথে কন্ট্যাক্ট কাট করে দেয়, মানে কথা বলা বন্ধ করে দেয়। তো এটা একদম খারাপ খুবই। আমরা আমরা যেরকম সবার সাথেই কথা বলি, সেটা মেসেজ হোক, কল হোক, যেরকম ভাবে কথা বলা দরকার, সেটা বাড়ির লোকজনের সঙ্গেই হোক, বন্ধু বান্ধবের সঙ্গেই হোক, সো দ্যাট ইন্টারাকশন ইজ ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট। আর একটা যেটা বলবো যে পড়াশোনার ক্ষেত্রে এখন দেখছি যে অনেকেই এক্সাম হবে না কি এটা হবে না করে অনেক কিছু পড়ছে না। এটার জন্য যেটা হচ্ছে যে সবাই জানছে যে পরীক্ষাটা হয়নি বা এরকম ভাবে অনলাইনে হচ্ছে। তো যখন ওরা ইন্টারভিউতে ফেস করবে বা ওরা যখন ক্যাম্পাস প্লেসমেন্টস যখন ওদের হবে, ওদের কিন্তু আরো অনেক বেশি ফিল্টারেশন থাকবে, ওখানে আরো টেস্টিং থাকবে যে তুমি করেছো কাজটা না করোনি সত্যি সত্যি। সো আমি মনে করি যে বাড়িতে আছি, অনেক সময় আছে, কিন্তু তার সাথে সাথে একটু একটু করে যেটুকু হচ্ছে কোর্সে বা যেটা দরকার সেটা চালিয়ে যাওয়া দরকার আছে। মানে আমি একদম ডিট্যাচ হয়ে গেলাম, আমার এখন কলেজ যেতে হচ্ছে না, স্কুল যেতে হচ্ছে না, তো আমি কিছু করব না, এই জিনিসটা যেন না হয়, তাহলে খুব প্রবলেম হতে পারে।
ওকে ঐন্দ্রিলা, সো আমি একটা মানে অন আ লাইটার নোট যদি একটা জিনিস জিজ্ঞেস করি, যে একটু কি আফসোস হয় যে এখন যারা পড়ছে কি সুন্দর পরীক্ষা অনেকটা কম দিতে হচ্ছে, বাড়ি থেকে দিতে হচ্ছে, সেই ইনভিজিলেটরসদের অত স্ট্রিক্ট ভিজিলেন্স নেই, হ্যাঁ? তো একটু কি মিস মিস করো যে আমাদের সময় যদি হতো ভালো হতো একটুখানি?
একদমই না, মানে আমি পার্সোনালি মিস করি না, আমি একটুখানি স্ট্রিক্ট ধরনের মানুষ, তো সেজন্য আমি একটু সিরিয়াস। তো আমার এগুলো একদমই পছন্দ না, আর আমি কমফোর্টেবল না। আমি যে এই যে কাজ করছি, কাজটা করতে হবে তাই করছি, আমি তো প্রত্যেকদিন ভাবি যে কবে অফিস বলবে যে চলো সব খুলে গেছে তুমি চলে এসো। আমি ওটাতেই বেশি কমফোর্টেবল। আমাকে কেউ প্রেশারে রাখুক, আমাকে কেউ সারাক্ষণ চোখে চোখে রাখুক, আমার কোনো অসুবিধা নেই, বাট আই এম মোর কমফোর্টেবল ইন দ্যাট, আই এম নট কমফোর্টেবল ইন দিস এনভায়রনমেন্ট।
Exactly. So that's a very good spirit. Okay, like if there is a vigilance, okay, and if I do things well, if I am perfect, then there is nothing wrong with vigilance. Okay, anybody's, there can be a CCTV surveillance, or my boss can make any kind of surveillance. So that's not going to make any difference. If I'm right, if I'm doing well, so that's not going to be an issue, right? That is what you're trying to say. That's when we okay, perfectly said. Okay, and also another takeaway from this statement, dear viewers, especially our students, like uh, the filtration process will be more strict, because the recruiters, they know that you have qualified some of the papers without much strict examination. So definitely there will be a strict filter, okay, when you move on to the 7th sem or 8th sem, okay, during the recruitment process. So you must be aware of that. And I believe that the students, they are definitely not responsible for this. এই যে অনেকে এখন 10th স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে যারা পাস করছে বা 12th স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে পাস করছে, তাদের নিয়ে অনেকে ট্রোল করছে, মিম করছে। I think that is very unfortunate, because they are not responsible for this situation, right? মানে এরা কেউ চাইনি যে এক্সাম না হোক, but the entire situation has actually led to this kind of a condition. So I think you people are not responsible for that. Exam হচ্ছে না, that is not your responsibility, but what you can do, you can work hard, you can stay prepared that পরীক্ষা হয়নি ঠিক আছে, কিন্তু আমি সাবজেক্টটা জানি, so I'll do well, okay, when I actually face any kind of exam, be it any form, be it in the form of an interview or be it in the form of a written examination. Bishwadeep, I'll get back to you once again. Okay, I know you're tired enough. Okay, what is the device with you? Okay, if you just display that device. Okay,
So it is actually VHF or very high frequency. So with the help of this, we communicate with the control room and the various field officers with whom we are working. So this actually helps us to stay in touch or stay connected with the rest of the terminal activities, and makes us aware of various activities going around the terminal. And it also helps in case of any emergency, because we are working in a very hazardous environment, and the chances of fire occurring are very high. So this is actually our Jivan Sati, we can call it.
okay, thank you so much. Okay, I have got some questions here. Okay, the first question is from Snigdha Ganguly. The question is, let me first put the question here. The question is relating to startup. Okay, so let us read out the question. Should one be placed and feel safe about job, or take a risk on startup? Which one is better? I think the question is like this, that okay, I've got a job, I'm fine, okay, I'm going to get into the comfort zone. Is that going to be the orientation, or you may take up some risks and you may go for startup? Okay, I think we all have different perceptions on this. Okay, I would like to start with Galam first. Okay, Galam, means what would you like to say? What is your take on this?
सर एक बात होता है ना सर, लीड करने से पहले काम करना सीखना पड़ता है। तो हम लोग को कोई भी स्टार्टअप करने से पहले हम लोग को एक फॉर्मेट पता चल जाए, जॉब करने से एक फॉर्मेट पता चल जाता है, एक पता चल जाता है कि हम लोग किस तरह से अपना लाइफ में आगे बढ़ सकते हैं, क्या क्या काम करना पड़ता है। सो मेरे हिसाब से पहले जॉब करना, मुझे भी अपना एक इन फ्यूचर में स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट करना है, कुछ भी करना है तो मैं पहले जॉब करूंगा, क्योंकि एक सिक्योरिटी मिल जाएगा, एक तरह का इनकम भी मिल जाएगा हमें, कुछ सीखूंगा इससे, जो कि मुझे अपना स्टार्टअप या अपना बिजनेस या कुछ भी करने में हेल्प करेगा। तो मेरे हिसाब से पहले जॉब करना चाहिए, उसके बाद ही स्टार्टअप या एनीथिंग।
Okay. And what about you, Indrila? So Mukesh says that, well, before doing something new, before starting a new entrepreneurship, so you have to learn things, because there's a grammar of everything. So you have to learn the grammar. Okay, so you need to work somewhere and then you can move on to startup. So Indrila, what about you? You said you are very studious, means you, when you do something, you do it with perfection. So is there any plan of going for a startup?
For this startup, everybody has their own imagination. I will not say like over here we are four people. Each of them will think at a point that I will start something from my own. So startup is something which everyone, or I will say that maximum people want. But for now, if you ask me, I will tell you that I don't have any plans of startup for now, because I want to spend some of the years, as Gulam mentioned, the same thing. I want to learn the things first. Without learning, I cannot just get in the fields and I cannot start something. That will not be a success, or maybe I will face many problems which I will not know how to overcome it. So I will spend some years learning and also accumulating the thing I need, the capital I need for building up my startup. Without a capital, I will not be able to establish my startup in the way I want it to be.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I got your point. So yeah, it's not that you people are only playing safe, but also you people are now, you know, the situation that it's not that easy. Okay, and doing a startup is not just starting up a new business, coming up with new ideas. So definitely it will take some time, and I think it's too early for you to move on with a startup because you don't have a professional experience of more than 1 year. So right now, not taking any high risk, because risk is okay, but when you take a risk, definitely you must have a plan. Okay, so anyway, Pravesh, यहाँ पे एक comment है, it's a very lengthy comment. I'm not being able to display that comment, but the comment says that this is one of the best institution. It's a comment from Kaustubh Shah. He says, guys, this is one of the best institutions to do BTech, but one more thing I have a suggestion to each and everyone who are studying or who have studied in this prestigious institution like that, or have a goal in the life. He says that education is primary knowledge. Okay, so it's not a question as such, but it's his perception, his opinion, that we must come out of the comfort zone. Yes. Okay, so we are getting some congratulatory message. Rajiv sir from Mechanical Engineering Department, he has congratulated all of you for your great achievement. Rajiv Mondal sir, Urpita Chatterjee madam from Civil Engineering Department, Pravesh, she is also congratulating you all on your success. Okay, Pravesh, so अभी प्लान क्या, मीन्स अभी टीसीएस में काम कर रहे हो, 1 साल तो हो गया, ठीक है, तो इसके बाद प्लान क्या, मीन्स डेफिनेटली I know that people will not reveal their actual plan on the public domain, but means, do you have any plan for further studies, like going for MTech or doing MBA, any like any plan like this?
सर टीसीएस में सर काम करते हुए तो हो गया टाइम, तो सर अभी ऐसा है कि सर टीसीएस में ही रहना है, क्योंकि बहुत जॉब स्टेबिलिटी बहुत बढ़िया है सर, और ये आपको इसका स्फीयर भी बहुत ज्यादा है सर, टीसीएस के अंदर स्फीयर भी बहुत ज्यादा है, मतलब आप शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं सिविल मैकेनिकल, मतलब हर एक टाइप का इसके पास ब्रांच है और हर एक टाइप का काम है। तो ये जो आप एमबीए बोल रहे थे सर, उसका अभी सोचते हैं कि थोड़ा डेवलपमेंट और पोजीशन बढ़ जाता है सर, डायरेक्ट आप मैनेजरियल पोजीशन पे चले जाते हैं, तो लेकिन उसके लिए सर एक क्राइटेरिया है अपने टीसीएस में कि आप एटलीस्ट यू मस्ट हैव वर्क फॉर 2 ईयर कंटिन्यूअस, उसके बाद वो आपको टाइम देगा एमबीए करने का। तो अभी वही तो वही 2 साल अभी पहले लगातार जॉब कर ले और फिर एमबीए।
समझ गए, means Pravesh is playing very safe. Okay, he knows that this live streaming may be watched by his managers, so like TCS has got all kind of opportunities. Okay, they can offer opportunities to all kind of engineering background students. So well, yes, okay, very diplomatic answer, but yes, definitely TCS is such a branch that actually accommodates all kind of people. Even during the recession period, we have seen that TCS has always hired a huge number of candidates across India, and also definitely from other countries as well. Okay, Somnath Bandyopadhyay, I think Somnath is an ex-student of a college, okay, because the profile picture is not very clear as I can see from here. Somnath Bandyopadhyay, he says, what does leadership mean to you guys? Okay, Vishwadeep, over to you. Okay, leadership का मतलब क्या है?
ओके सर मेरे लिए मतलब मैं यही बिलीव करता हूँ कि लीडरशिप मतलब इनबॉर्न तो नहीं होता है, यू गेट टू लर्न इट एवरी डे। जैसे मेरे फील्ड में लीडरशिप बहुत ज़्यादा मैटर करता है, क्योंकि हम लोग के साथ बहुत सारे वर्कमेंस भी रहते हैं, तो आप लोग को उनको गाइड करना रहता है, और बस गाइड करना मतलब ये नहीं कि आप उन लोग में अथॉरिटी जमा रहे हो, मतलब उन लोग को कैसे काम करना है ये सब भी आपको बताना है, और साथ ही साथ उन लोग को मतलब पूरा ऑपरेशन भी स्मूथली चले उनको वो भी समझाना पड़ता है। तो मैं यही मानता हूँ कि लीडरशिप मतलब डेली रूटीन या डेली आप कोई भी जॉब कर रहे हो तो उसी में आप सीखते हो।
Okay, got your point. Vishwadeep, please kindly mute your microphone, otherwise there will be an echo from your side. Well, in addition to this, what I would like to say is, as a leader, you need to be visionary. You have to be a bit ahead of your time. You have to see the bigger picture. Okay, so that can only make you a leader. Okay, definitely there are other attributes of being a leader, but most importantly, you have to see beyond your time. You have to see beyond the horizon. That is very, very important. Okay. Okay. And there is a question from Rohan Mukherjee. Rohan is a student of Civil Engineering Department, HETC, presently in third year. He congratulates all the panelists, and then there is a question from his end. What impact will big data, AI, artificial intelligence, and ML, that is machine learning, will have in the near future? Over to you, Oindrila. So what impact will big data, AI, and machine learning, the most trending subjects presently? Okay, as far as my learning goes, definitely it will make a huge impact. But uh, as an employee of the IT sector, I think you will give a better answer to this. Yes, over to you.
Yes, over here, Rohan has took off the most important topics, I think. Big data, AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, these are the futures coming up. So, of course, we are working on it. Many projects, like numerous projects, are based on this. So, it will have some impact. And also, I will tell that if you are interested, Rohan, in this field, go for it, learn it very nicely because advancements are going on. It's not like AI is a vast technology. When I talk about artificial intelligence, it's not a small part or it's not a fragrant which is there. It's a vast field. Many advancements are going on, many works are going on, many projects are coming up. And today our session is we are all from core departments. So I would like to add one more thing, like IT plus core means with the core sectors, what we had, the old forms which we had in core, actually in that we are putting on ML, we are putting on AI, and we are making it advanced. It's not a new thing which is coming up. It's just the implementation of those things and making it more advanced. So yes, it will have a huge impact.
Thank you. There is a suggestion from Devshankar Roy, 2015 pass out, I guess. There is a request from his side. Sir, please arrange a get together in the online form for all the civil engineering students, those who graduated in 2015. Definitely, Rajdeep Pal, assistant professor of the civil engineering department. He is also the convener of the alumni association of a college. He's watching this live stream. Definitely he will see to this. And also, let me tell you that we every year we organize a grand alumni meet in the last week of January. Okay, or more specifically, the last Sunday of January. We had an alumni meet for the last time in 2020 January. That was on 26th of January. But in 2021, because of COVID, that was not possible. I guess things will be fine, and 2022 we will have offline meet. Okay. And regarding this online civil engineering meet, definitely Rajdeep sir will see to this. Okay. Anyway, so we are almost at the verge of conclusion. So before we end this program, okay, Gulam, in just one line, how did you like this session? How was this session today?
The session was very nice, and we got to convey many important things to juniors who is going to go for interviews and jobs. So for through this session they can get to know that about the interviews and all. So I think that it will be helpful for them, and even we got to meet you and even couple of our friends, and it was very, very good.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Gulam. Okay, I would like now. I would like to ask Vishwadeep. Vishwadeep, what is the importance of communication skills today? You're working in the core sector, okay, and we emphasize much on communication skills. As a teacher of communication, what I always say is, if you want to do well in the IT sector, then it's actually ACC model: A for aptitude, C for coding, and C for communication skills. And also, if you want to get into the core industry, the same model: A for aptitude, C for communication, and C for core engineering subject knowledge. Okay, so ACC model is applicable everywhere. Specifically, I would like to know that the way we teach communication, because communication is definitely a subject to be learned. It is not just to be grown up naturally. So Vishwadeep, the way we teach communication, okay, as at least the way we try to teach communication in HETC, what is your take on this? Means how you have been benefited from that endeavors or from that attempts, how you have been benefited visually?
So, well, communication plays a big role in our daily job. Like you have to communicate with various customers or various requirements of the managers. So, uh, and also, I would like to share that in course sector, most of the communication occurs in English as well as Hindi as well, because IOCL actually communicates with us in Hindi. So what I feel is you have to be fluent in at least two language, that is in English or in Hindi.
Okay, and what kind of communication have you learned from, or communication strategies you have learned from college? What communication strategies you have learned from the language lab sessions or from other sessions as well?
So what I learned is the formal communication, because we don't get to learn that every day, and we don't even have a course in our plus two. So you have taught us how to communicate in a formal way, and that actually helped us a lot.
Okay, thank you. We have got some comments from your seniors. There is a question again from Shomnath Bandopadhyay. He says, what are the challenges you faced while moving to the IT field from the core field? This is a question for Oindrila. I think, Oindrila, you have already answered to this question at the very outset of the live session, right? Would you like to add anything? Would you like to add anything to this?
I don't want to add something. Like for me, it was not a big challenge because I love coding. Okay, from the very beginning, I am very passionate about coding. So for me, it was all right. And I believe in one thing, that is, many people tell that after studying 4 years of electrical or any course sector, you are joining IT. That means you wasted your 4 years. So I just want to take 1 minute of time for this. Today is Saturday. On Tuesday in IBM only, I gave a presentation on regenerative braking. That is our core stream subjects. The persons who were there, they stopped me and they told me to explain it. They were really interested. They appreciated me. So if you want to bring your subject over there, and if you want to show that you know it and you want to make it more advanced or something, you can always go for it. It's not like brushing up your all knowledge and then adding something and telling what now go for work and do the IT things. It's not like that.
Okay, okay. Oindrila, there are so many questions for you, Oindrila, actually. Uh, another question, I think she has already answered to this, that what are the things to be done for an electrical engineer to get into the IT sector? You have already answered to this, that you have to know programming, you have to know how to write codes properly, number one, and also you have to crack the aptitude round, definitely, for which you have to practice a lot of aptitude questions from the very first year, and on top of that, communication skills. Okay, so three things, if you learn properly, definitely you can join the IT sector from any discipline. Okay, Debashis sir, DB sir, congratulating you. There is a suggestion from Ornob is also a next student of a college. Congratulations, he says congratulations. And also there is a suggestion for those who are currently working in TCS or planning to go, try to move to TCS Digital or try to avoid legacy technologies for better future. So Arnob, I think definitely they will see to this. Our panelists, they can also contact you personally if they feel so. So that's all. We come to the end of this very lively session, and this session, I guess, has been very interactive. We have got so many comments, so many people they have watched it, and definitely this recorded session again will be watched by a lot of people. It will be there on our Facebook page, and viewers will come back again the very next week with another set of super achievers, probably from the 2021 pass out batch. And also, let me tell you that already we have announced the results of HETC scholarship test, which was conducted on 11th of July. a good number of candidates participated in the scholarship test, and already we have announced the results, the top achievers results. It is there on our Facebook page. You can check it out. And thank you once again, everybody, Gulam, Oindrila, Pravesh, and Bishwadi, for joining in and sharing your opinion, sharing your views. This is Shubham signing off, and meet again next week, same time. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.